The human exploration ship Voyager 9 was not meant to be brave. It was meant to be careful. It was a medium-sized ship, built for mapping empty space, testing jump routes, and coming home safely. The crew of 12 had done this many times before. This jump was supposed to be short, simple, routine. Captain Elena Ward stood calmly on the bridge. Her voice was steady as she gave the order. Jump drive ready. Begin test jump on my mark. The engineers confirmed. Green lights filled the control panels. Everything looked normal. Then, for half a second, something felt wrong. The jump happened, but not cleanly. The stars stretched too far. The lights bent in strange angles. The ship shook harder than it should. Alarms flashed red. Jump instability. Someone shouted. The crew moved fast but without panic. They had trained for this. The shaking stopped as suddenly as it started. The stars snapped back into place. Silence filled the bridge. Status report. Captain Ward said. The navigation officer checked the screen. His face slowly changed. Captain, these stars don't match any known charts. The room grew quiet. They were not where they were supposed to be. Voyager 9 had jumped far beyond mapped human space deep, into unknown territory. Before fear could settle in, the sensors screamed again. Multiple contacts. Large ships, very large. On the main screen, space filled with shadows. Dozens of massive alien warships appeared, surrounding Voyager 9 from every direction. Their designs were sharp and heavy, covered in glowing symbols. No one spoke for a moment. Then the ship's AI spoke calmly. Unknown fleet detected. Weapons are active. The crew waited. Nothing exploded. Instead, a powerful signal pushed through their systems. The lights dimmed as a deep, cold voice echoed across the bridge. Unidentified vessel, the voice said. You have entered sovereign space of the Galactic Empire. Power down and prepare to be boarded. The words were clear, commanding, threatening. The crew looked at the captain. Captain Ward took a breath. Open channel, she said. The alien voice paused, clearly surprised. This is Captain Elena Ward of the human exploration ship Voyager 9, she said calmly. We believe we have entered your space by accident. We request instructions to leave safely. The bridge stayed silent. The alien ships did not move. Inside one of the massive warships, Imperial officers stared at their screens in confusion. This small, unknown ship had not begged. It had not shown fear. It had not even powered down. Had asked for directions. Scan their weapons. An Imperial commander ordered. The scans returned strange results. Human technology looked simple, old, weak, yet something felt wrong. Back on Voyager 9, the crew waited. Some sipped water. One engineer quietly fixed a loose panel caused by the jump. No one screamed. No one prayed. Minutes passed. Finally, the alien voice returned sharper now. You will comply, it said. Failure will result in destruction. Captain Ward leaned back slightly in her chair. Understood, she replied. However, we would prefer not to escalate. Our ship is not hostile. That was when the first warning shot came. A beam of energy flashed past Voyager 9, close enough to light the hull with blue fire. The ship's shields held without effort. The crew barely reacted. Shield stable. The officer reported. Inside the Imperial fleet, panic began to spread. That shot should have scared them. It should have broken their shields. But the human ship remained still quiet. Calm, unfazed. Captain Ward looked at the stars beyond the alien fleet. Well, she said softly, this jump definitely went wrong. And far away, deep inside the Galactic Empire, alarms began to sound, not because humans had arrived, but because they did not seem afraid at all. Inside the heart of the Galactic Empire, Confusion spread faster than fear. The human ship Voyager 9 remained surrounded, yet it did not move. It did not attack. It did not surrender. Imperial Admiral Krax Thal stood before a wide holographic screen. The small human vessel floated calmly at the center of the image, ringed by powerful Imperial warships. "This makes no sense," Krax said coldly. "Why are they not afraid?" An officer answered carefully. "Their shields absorbed the warning shot, Admiral. No power spike. No stress." The Admiral's eyes narrowed. "That weapon destroys battle cruisers." More scans poured in. Human engines basic. Human weapon simple. Human ship small. Everything suggested weakness, and yet it survived. "Send another message," Krax ordered. Stronger tone. The signal was sent. On Voyager 9, the crew listened as the alien voice returned, louder and harsher. "You will shut down all systems immediately. Resistance will be punished." Captain Elena Ward stood with her hands behind her back. Her face stayed calm. "Open reply," she said. "This is Captain Ward," she answered. "We acknowledge your authority. We request safe exit. We have no hostile intent." The message ended. "No threats. No fear. No change in posture." On the bridge, a junior officer whispered, "Captain, should we prepare for combat?" Ward shook her head slightly. "Only defense," she said. "Let's not make this worse." The crew followed orders without stress. Shields stayed up. Weapons stayed cold. Sensors kept watching. Inside the Imperial fleet, this behavior caused discomfort. "They should be begging," one commander said. "Or running." "They're doing neither," another replied. Admiral Krax clenched his fists. "Prepare a containment maneuver," he said. "Light pressure only." 3 Imperial ships moved forward. Energy fields locked around Voyager 9. Attempting to trap it in place, the human ship responded automatically. Its shields shifted shape smooth. Adaptive, silent. The containment field failed. On the Imperial bridge, warning lights flashed. How did they counter that? An officer shouted. "They didn't fire," another said. "They just adjusted." That answer frightened them more than weapons. Back on Voyager 9, the crew noticed the change. "Containment attempt detected," the AI said. "No damage sustained." Captain Ward sighed softly. "They're testing us," she said. "Should we test back?" An engineer asked. Ward paused. "No," she replied. "Not yet." The Empire, however, reached a decision. "If they do not fear us," Admiral Krax said, "we will show them something to fear." A single Imperial destroyer powered its main weapon stronger than the last shot. Meant to cripple, not kill. The weapon fired. The beam struck Voyager 9 directly. For a moment, space lit up. On the human bridge, the lights flickered but held. "Shields at 92%, the officer reported. No panic. No shouting. One crew member even raised an eyebrow. "That's it?" The Imperial fleet froze. That attack should have disabled them. Someone whispered. Admiral Krax felt something unfamiliar tighten his chest. "Doubt. Full scans," he ordered. "I want everything. Biology, history, origin." The data returned slowly, incomplete and old. One line caught his attention. "Human homeworld classification." "Death world." Another line followed. "Survival index." "Extreme." Admiral Krax stared at the human ship. "They are not calm because they are weak," he said quietly. The realization spread across the command deck like ice. They were calm because this was normal to them. The human ship waited patiently, still asking to leave. And for the first time in centuries, the Galactic Empire hesitated. Because whatever humans were, they were clearly not prey. The Galactic Empire did not like hesitation. Admiral Craxfell stood silent for several seconds, watching the human ship on the screen. Voyager 9 remained in the same position, shields glowing softly. Weapons inactive. They survived 2 direct actions, Crax said. That is no longer an accident. An officer stepped closer. Admiral, perhaps we should— Enough, Crax interrupted. Prepare a limited strike. We will end this. Orders spread across the fleet. 10 Imperial warships moved into attack position, their weapons charged, filling space with bright energy lines. This was not a warning. This was force. On Voyager 9, sensors reacted instantly. Multiple weapon locks detected, the AI reported. High probability of impact. Captain Elena Ward nodded. All hands, she said calmly. Defensive posture. No lethal fire unless necessary. The crew moved with smooth speed. Shields thickened. Energy routes shifted. Systems optimized for survival, not attack. No one panicked. The Imperial fleet fired. Space exploded with light, energy beams and plasma. Rounds struck Voyager 9 from every side. The ship shook, but the shields held. They bent, changed shape, absorbed heat, and released pressure. On the bridge, sparks fell from a console. Minor damage to outer hull, an officer reported. Nothing critical. Captain Ward remained still. Return defensive fire, she said. Target weapons and engines only. Human turrets activated. They did not roar. They did not glow bright. They fired short, sharp pulses. The first Imperial ship lost power. Its engines went dark. The second spun out of control, weapons offline. The third ship's shield collapsed completely. Imperial commanders shouted in panic. They are disabling us. They're not even aiming to kill. Admiral Crax stared at the screen as one ship after another fell silent. How is this possible? He demanded. They are predicting our fire patterns, an officer said. They're adapting in real time. Back on Voyager 9, the crew worked quietly. We can hold this all day. An engineer said. Captain Ward shook her head. No, she replied. They won't stop. The Empire refused to accept what was happening. Deploy the heavy cruisers, Crax ordered. Full power. Massive ships moved forward, blocking the stars. Their weapons were ancient and feared, designed to crush rebellions and wipe out fleets. The humans saw the change immediately. Captain, the sensor officer said, they're escalating. Ward looked at the data. Her face hardened slightly. Understood, she said. Authorize controlled response. Voyager to 9 changed. Power levels rose but not wildly. Weapon systems unlocked deeper limits. Human tech, long hidden behind safety locks, woke up. The ship fired again. This time, the impact was devastating. One heavy cruiser lost its command core. Another broke apart under internal overload. The rest pulled back in confusion. Silence returned to space. Inside the Imperial fleet. Fear finally arrived. They could have destroyed us from the start. An officer whispered. Admiral Crax felt cold. Yes, he said. And they chose not to. A new message came from Voyager 9. This is Captain Ward, the calm human voice said. We are requesting safe passage. We do not wish further conflict. No threats. No pride. Just a simple request. Crax looked around his bridge. Damaged ships drifted outside. Rescue signals filled the air. He understood now. Humans were not peaceful because they were harmless. They were peaceful because they were in control, and the Empire had just pushed them. Deep within Imperial space, emergency signals spread. Reinforcements were called. And with them came weapons the Empire had sworn never to use. The calm humans had survived the storm, but the storm was not over. The Galactic Empire crossed a line it had not touched in. Centuries. Deep within Imperial command space, sealed vaults opened. Weapons once banned were unlocked. Not because of war, but because of fear. Admiral Kraxthal watched as the reinforcement fleet arrived. These ships were different, older, darker, and built for one purpose only: total destruction. They forced our hand, Krax said quietly. An officer hesitated. Admiral, if the humans survive this, they won't, Krax replied. Nothing survives these weapons. The fleet moved into position around Voyager 9. On the human ship, the sensors screamed. Captain, the AI said, enemy power levels exceed standard engagement limits. Captain. Elena Ward closed her eyes for 1 second, then she opened them. Unlock survival protocols. She said. The bridge went silent. Captain. An officer asked carefully. Those are restricted systems. Ward nodded. I know. Across the ship, systems long kept dormant activated. These were not war systems. They were survival systems built for human colonies that faced asteroid storms, solar flares, and extinction-level threats. Humanity did not design them for battle. They designed them to live. Voyager 9 changed shape. Armor plates shifted. Shields layered into complex patterns. Power flow doubled, then stabilized. The Imperial fleet fired. Space turned white. Weapons meant to erase cities hit. Voyager 9 again and again. The human ship did not fall. It pushed forward. Imperial officers stared in horror. They're advancing. Nothing should move under that fire. Inside Voyager 9, the crew felt the pressure but remained steady. Shields holding at 85%. An officer reported. Captain Ward's voice stayed calm. Target command ships, she said. Disable only. Human weapons answered. Not with rage. Not with cruelty. With precision. One Imperial command ship went dark. Another lost all control systems. A third shut down completely, drifting powerless. The rest of the fleet began to pull back. Panic spread. They're cutting through us. They're not even using full force. Admiral Krax finally understood. Run historical analysis, he ordered. Everything we have on humans. The data arrived fast. Human history was violent. Their homeworld was harsh. Their early space age was full of war, disaster, and loss. They survived meteor strikes. They survived plagues. They survived themselves. Human technology was not made to dominate others. It was made to endure anything. Krax looked at Voyager 9. They are not warriors, he said slowly. They are survivors. Final weapon charged. One last attempt. Captain Ward saw it. This ends now, she sighed. Voyager 9 released a controlled energy wave. The weapon shut down mid-charge across the fleet. Systems failed. Silence returned. The Empire had lost, not in fire, not in blood, but in understanding. A signal came from the Imperial flagship. This is Admiral Kraxthal. The alien voice said, stripped of pride. We request ceasefire. On Voyager 9, no one cheered. Captain Ward simply nodded. Open channel, she said. The truth was now clear to the Empire. Humans did not panic. Humans did not boast. When pushed too far. They adapted. And they endured. The battlefield was silent. Broken Imperial ships drifted through space, powerless but intact. Rescue signals echoed across open channels. The Galactic Empire had never faced a moment like this. Admiral Kraxthal stood slowly. This is Admiral Krax, he said. All Imperial units, stand down. The order spread instantly. Weapons powered down. Shields faded. Fear replaced pride. On Voyager 9, Captain Elena Ward listened carefully. She did not smile. She did not relax, maintain defensive posture, she said. No sudden moves. A formal signal arrived from the Imperial flagship. We accept fault, Crack said. You entered our space by accident. We recognize that now. We request terms. The bridge crew exchanged looks. This was unexpected. Captain Ward stepped forward. Our terms are simple, she replied. We want safe passage home. No further conflict. And assistance for your damaged crews. The Imperial officers were stunned. You wish to help us? Krax asked. Yes, Ward said. People are people. Medical drones launched from Voyager 9. They moved toward damaged Imperial ships, offering aid without conditions. Inside the Empire. This act changed everything. These humans could destroy us, one officer whispered. Yet they choose mercy. Admiral Krax watched human drones work efficiently, saving alien lives. They are not conquerors, he said. They are controlled. While aid continued, Imperial scientists shared data with the humans. In return, Voyager 9 repaired its jump drive using local materials. Hours passed. Finally, Voyager 9 was ready. Before leaving, Captain Ward sent one final message. For future safety, she said, please mark our origin space as restricted. Not as a threat, but as a warning. Admiral Krax did not hesitate. Consider it done, he replied. Human space will be avoided. Across the Galactic Empire, new laws were written that day. Rule 1. Do not threaten humans. Rule 2. Do not test humans. Rule 3. If humans ask, politely listen. Voyager 9 aligned its jump drive. The crew took their seats. As the stars bent and space folded. Captain Ward allowed herself a small smile. Well, she said, next time. Let's double-check the coordinates. The ship vanished into light. Far behind them. The Empire watched the empty space where the humans had been. They would remember, not because humans were loud, not because humans were cruel, but because when the galaxy pushed them, humans stayed calm, and they won.